Ill Sound Radio, we back in the building. We got our special guest in the building, D Phipps. What's good, bro?
Yo, what's the word, bro?
What's happening?
Chilling, man. Grateful.
How you feeling?
Man, I'm grateful, bro. I can't complain at all. I'm happy, bro.
Man, last night was that the jumping point for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was your first full project, right?
Yep.
All right, so At War With Myself, let's get right into that.
All right.
Like, why that title?
Man, I really, with that, I get in my own way a lot, you know, second guessing myself, starting something and not finish it. So I'm like, man, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and go hard with this. And honestly, also battling anxiety and depression too.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, I really had to just lock in for this one. Not force myself, but really push myself harder than ever and get out my own way. So that's really what it is.
When you dropped, do you feel like, was it like an ease off your shoulder since the title At War With Myself and what was the background of it? Do you feel like that the releasing it helped get everything off you?
Yeah, because there's a couple songs in that, man, where I touch on stuff I never really speak on.
Mm-hmm.
So doing that, man, it helped me get, through some things. Honestly, writing that project, half of it, I was like a bad mind state.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to do that, actually put it out, felt good.
I feel you. Talk about like some certain tracks on that when you just put everything in there. Like I seen some tracks on there like Father to Son. It's like talk about stuff like that.
So Father to Son is me having a conversation with my son that my pops had with me.
Right.
Because we really didn't have, my pops a cool dude, don't get me wrong. We really didn't have a bond. We way better now.
Yeah.
And that affected me and my son.
Mm-hmm.
So as me and him got better, I understood why I was the way I was.
Yeah.
And I had to explain that to my son, make it right. So
okay.
That was a tough one to write too.
I feel you. Yeah, I had seen it, and I feel like it went like synonymous with the title and everything. So that's why I had asked you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now, I sat with you like a month before the project release, and I asked you a question, and how you answered it, you said your answer was something like, you don't express yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't talk to people about what's going on in your head, what's going on in your life. You express that through your music.
Right.
So has that been like a breathing point for you to be able to get all of this off your chest?
Yeah, like even especially on the song Vent, like, I'm the dude that I don't want nobody throwing them back in my face or people take to certain things different.
Right.
So I keep everything in. So me being able to express how I feel and doing what I love helped me out a lot.
Now, the layout of the project, like it flowed perfectly. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
From
it.
the intro to the last song, Father to Son. Yeah. What did this project mean to you?
It means a lot. It's my first project. People that know me gonna learn some new things about me from this project. Like I say, it's my first one. I put my time into it. I finally invested in myself. So, to me, it's big.
Now, let's break down, because the first song you spoke about was Vent. So let's break down Vent and why you made that song.
It's frustrated, man, going through life. Like I said, tired of people playing around with me. And, you hear me talk about my uncle and my grandma and them people that they real close to my heart. So watching my grandma sick, watching my uncle pass away really messed me up. And then my daughter had got sick and like she could have died. So writing that, I was frustrated, bro. Before that, I had writer's block. I just happened to hit a beat on the edge of the bed. It just all came to me. So
this beat is basically, this song got you out of your writer's block, right?
Yeah.
So what's a process of making a D Phipps song? Like, where does it start? Do you write the lyrics first? Do you need to hit a beat first? Like, what is that process like?
It's crazy, bro. It got to be a God, because sometimes I think of something, ain't gonna lie, I go on YouTube, find a YouTube beat, and then it go right with what I said. And then sometimes I'm motivated by the beat too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I try to listen to like a bunch of soulful beats, because that's how I like to rap, but it depends on what mode the beat put me in.
So how long you been making music?
Rapping for about 8 years, taking it serious, probably about 3.
So what was that one song that made you say, I want to do this? Or a classic album or anything?
Outside of my music?
Yeah.
I'm a huge Meek Mill fan. So even when going through a struggle, I'm playing Dream Chasers every day, just trying to get through it. I'm a huge Meek Mill fan.
So Meek was so you heard Meek and then you was like, man, I want to throw my hat into the rapper ring. I want to be an artist.
Part of it. So look, I got a homie named Sincere. He sing or whatever.
Right.
So I used to write poems, but I used to do it for the chicks, not for real. You know what I'm saying? So I started hanging with him. All his brothers can sing. So them niggas would be in the crib, they'd be singing. I just be around them, can't sing. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to start rapping.
Right.
And watching how they used to work made me want to try it. And I just, went forward.
Okay, so I got Vent pulled up right now.
Okay.
So for everybody that hasn't heard your project, this is going to be their introduction to you, bro.
Okay, cool.
So go ahead and introduce this record.
My record, Vent, one of my biggest records, one of my favorite records. You're going to learn about Phipps on this record, so go ahead, check it out, pour my heart out on here.
Ill Sound Radio, we back in the building.
Yes, sir. Phipps in the building with us.
It's the word.
Not much, man. Straight out, I want to ask, because you said this was your debut project.
Yeah.
And me tuning in to the At War With Myself, I didn't know that. So, and it's like you told me everything. You told us everything that was behind it, like how what you was battling, what was put into it. And it's crazy how the end result can be something that you don't know. You know off the title, At War With Myself, is something along those lines. But what I mean by that is you don't know that this is your first project. So when you went in the booth, was you going for what type of sound was you going for? Was you going for this sound like, all right, hear me out right here? Or was you going for this sound like, man, I'm going to show y'all I've been doing this and shoot, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you say you've been at music for 8 years, and that's what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like you've been at it for some time. You know what I'm saying? So what was your approach to the album as far as sound?
It was really both, man. Like they gotta hear me. You know what I'm saying? They gotta hear me. I just, I got to the point to where I knew I can rap, but I'm not with certain antics. So I feel like me not doing certain things when nobody paying no attention.
Right.
But I feel like also when you good, when you great, they can't deny it.
That's true.
So I want to go for the kill. You know what I'm
feel
saying?
You. And that's what you looking for outside. I mean, as far as the reception of this album, like, are you looking for more people to like, all right, man, I'm Phipps, or you looking for, man, you ain't even, you know what I'm saying? You don't even care about that stuff at this point, you know?
I mean, I don't really care about it. But I want people to rock with it for sure. But I hoping it touch somebody. Like a lot of guys hit me today, saying Father the Son was the one for them. It stuck to them. So if those texts and calls right there, I appreciate that. So if I can touch somebody with at least one of my songs, I'm good.
Oh yeah, that's what's up, man. For
appreciate it.
Now, before we went into the music break, you say you suffer from depression.
Yeah.
So how are you able to? Well, how do you deal with depression?
I pray. I like to laugh a lot. Start doing more what I want to do versus so we get caught up in doing what we got to do that we never make time for ourselves.
Right.
So I start doing more what I want to do, what makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? It's still a struggle, but I just stay prayed up, bro. Really.
Right. So at what age do you think you first started dealing with depression?
I ain't get it till I got grown. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you get grown, you on your own, you go through stuff. As a man, you got certain pride, you don't want to reach out. You know what I'm saying? So, I went through a little struggle and kind of tore me down because everybody that I did help and was there for, they weren't there for me.
Right.
So, that's really when it started.
It's crazy we go through life and, people, I know not many people in my life that I came across instill life lessons into me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things were learned on the fly.
Right.
So I feel like how you say you grew up, you got grown, you got out here on your own, and then that's when you start recognizing what real life was and how life was a everyday struggle. So what are some things that you do on a day-to-day basis to make sure your kids don't go through the things you went through?
Well, like I said, every morning I hit my knees and pray. I definitely get up and go to work to show my kids you got to work for whatever you want, whether it's a 9 to 5 or just grinding towards your goals.
Facts.
Just put my all in it, man. Like, my kids is my motivation. So when I see them every day, I go hard. I could be tired, I could be sick. I'm gonna push myself to show them that if you don't get out here and get to it, it's not gonna happen for you. So that's what I do. I talk to them a lot, man.
Do you think your environment, like growing up in Chicago and everything, you think that played a big role in and those feelings, was it just like a more of sort of a personal? But
honestly, I moved from the city of Chicago at like 10, 11 years old. I moved to Bellwood.
Oh, true.
So growing up out there, I thought it was sweet at first, you know what I'm saying? But I soon saw that they get busy. They get busy out there too.
Yeah.
But I definitely went through a couple things outside of the crib that kind of changed my mindset on things. Like, you know, I've been robbed before, you know what I'm saying? So I told myself it ain't gonna happen again. Right. But at the same time, I be paranoid a lot because of that. Yeah. But you know, I feel like at some point when you young, you outside, everybody go through certain things. So that's how that went. Yeah,
it's like certain things you gotta go out there and see for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And as black men, all the time we not necessarily protected from those things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's only so much you can do for yourself to protect yourself. Like you're not exempt from a robbery or something of that nature. So how do you feel, like you said, paranoia? How do you feel like that played a part? Because I know it's been things in my life where I went through, and it's like those moments leading up to, oh shit, this happened again. You know what I'm saying? It be having me like, I guess it's just post-traumatic stress. We still in the beginning stages of learning that for ourselves on just being regular men.
Right.
But how do you feel like that situation of like paranoia? How does that play a part?
It plays a huge part. Like my little brother always tell me, you live in a bubble, you too scary. I'm not scary at all. I'm just smart. I got too much to lose to be out here. You know what I'm saying? And I know that at this point, if I'm getting robbed before, it ain't gonna go as smooth as it did the first time. Right. So I just, you know, it definitely messed my mind up. I had 2 guns to my head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
man. Sorry to hear that, bro.
I appreciate you. I seen my life flash. So with that, it definitely messed me up, bro. But I just moved different. I don't hang with too many people. Like I'm only here with 2 people. You know what I'm saying? I just moved different, bro. I stay prayed up, moved different, and you know I do what I got to do to stay safe. You know what I'm saying?
For real, bro. Because some people don't even get themselves a chance to even let that, you know what I'm saying, let that resonate. Like, damn, I just had 2 guns to my head. You know what I'm saying? Some people just living every day like, so what? You know what I'm saying? Like, they just had 2 guns to their head last week. Now this week, they ain't even, you know what I'm saying, trying to make it better. They could be in that same predicament.
Yeah, man, you gotta be careful, man. Those type of people, they don't really care about nothing. So you don't even want to be around them anyway. Like, I try to be around people who got stuff to lose too. You know what I'm saying? Because when you hanging around people who don't,
help you lose everything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I just changed how I move.
Sure.
Now, with your project at War with Myself, like it seemed like you laid everything out on the table. So how are you able to be so honest through your music?
I always had this thing to where if you lie in your music, one day you gotta live it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't out here just thugging like that. I ain't out here trapping like that. I did my little dirt, but at the same time, I had my reasons too.
Right.
But I feel like, you know, when it's real, they gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gotta be you out here drilling and killing, none of that. Talk about your life. That's always been my thing. Talk about my life. Somebody gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
now let's go back to the project once again. Like, what was your favorite song off the project?
I got let me see. My favorite one. I would say I got 3, man.
Go ahead, you might as well name all 3, huh?
Of course, Vent. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard that one. Father to Son, because it was hard for me to write that because I never want to paint that picture of my pop because he really a great father. He just, you know, he battled something and it pulled down into me.
Right.
And I got a song on there called Long Live Anthony. My uncle, it's one of those songs. See, I do auto-tune songs, not all the time, but I try to stay away from it because that's not my style. But on that one, it got auto-tune on it. But my uncle was real close to me, played a huge part of my life. You know what I'm saying? Still cry to this day about him. So when I hear that song, it kind of, you know, picked me up a little bit. And honestly, I was done with music. But before he died, he tried to push me to keep going, you know, like the same way, you know, you would help me out, you hit me up or whatever. He do the same thing. So that's one of my favorite ones too.
All right, now we don't have those 2 songs queued up, you feel me?
Right.
So they gonna have to go stream them joints, you feel me? So right now at War with Myself streaming on every platform, but what I do have pulled up is Big Spender.
Oh yeah, man. I had fun on that one, man. I just wanted to talk a little crazy on that, that's all.
All right, so go ahead and introduce that joint.
Finna get in the big spin, the big Phipps. You know how I'm coming, man.
Yo, it's your boy Biko. Make sure you head over to the Apple Store and Google Play Store and download the Illanoize app right now. From there, you'll be able to stream Illanoize Radio live every Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m., as well as stream podcasts, watch interviews, check out the latest news, and so much more. So head over there to your App Store and download the Illanoize app.
Yo, Sound Radio, we back in the building.
Checking in.
So, Phipps, man, how you feel now that you done released your first full project?
I feel great, bro. I'm all smiles, man. I'm too happy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So, what can we expect next as far as this project go? Like, we got visuals coming.
Oh,
what
yeah.
we
Got visuals. If it open back up, hopefully some shows, man. But I'm going back in the lab.
Yo, you already got one visual done for Vent already.
Yeah.
So they go check that out.
Yep.
So, what's the next video you gonna shoot?
It's gonna either be the one for the city or Father to Son.
I think that Father Son be dope. It just gotta be done. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like you need the right videographers to bring that shit to life.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. Now that he said that, yeah, I can see that being a dope vision.
Yeah, I got an idea for it. I'm gonna let y'all know about it though. I'm gonna tell y'all.
Right. So before you came in, we was talking about the sound of Chicago and how, you feel me, you can get every type of artist in Chicago. You know, for the longest, the drill wave was controlling Chicago.
Right.
But I like to call what you do like reality rap. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lane for everything. So was it hard for you not to try to fit into the stereotype of Chicago?
It wasn't hard, but the hard part was getting people to really listen to me. But I'm not, like I said, bro, I ain't really out here on that, so I wouldn't even feel comfortable talking about it. Because if you put that out there, you gonna get it back.
All right.
And I ain't out here drilling, bro. I ain't with all that. I mean, you know, I respect what they doing, but it ain't me, so I wasn't finna, you know, force it or nothing like that. It is what it is.
And there's room for, you know what I'm saying, there's room to prosper when you come like that, too. You know what I'm saying? There's room for that, so you ain't do nothing wrong.
Appreciate you.
Now, what made you, well, I know where the title came from, but once again, it's a lot of people out here at war with themselves. Yeah. So do you feel like you an advocate speaking on situations that, because like you say, you like to keep things in, which can be dangerous at sometimes. Right. So do you think like this project is how can I put this? This project is something that people should listen to and step out of their comfort zones?
I think so because, you know, getting it out, it'll make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? Give you a better understanding. And, you know, that's really what it be for. A lot of times people need to have somebody comfortable they can talk to because, you know, when you battling that, the worst thing a person can do is throw it back in your face. You know what I'm saying? So me putting it out there, helping the next person. And believe it or not, I get phone calls from people. We be chopping it up, and they just open up to me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they love the title of the song. Everybody love the T-shirt. They think it's a clothing line. It's not, though. But, you know, if I can, like I said, if I can help somebody from this, I'm grateful, bro, because that's really what it's about.
Is that something going into it, did you think that you would be in a position to help people through your music?
I said yeah because one about me personally, I love helping people, just period. Anybody that know me, they'll tell you that, you know what I'm saying? So when I make stuff like Father to Son, At War With Myself, the actual song, you know what I'm saying? I want somebody to get something from it because a lot of dudes battle not having a pops or having a bad relationship with their pops. So, you know what I'm saying? I can speak on that at the same time. Me and my pops be good now. So I can help the next dude. Hey, man, you know, give your pops a chance. He ain't know no better, whatever the case may be. Right. I can kind of, you know, motivate him to try it.
Now, your project, it has 0 features. Was that something that you was conscious about?
Yeah, man, because you know how it goes, man. You want to call somebody for a video, want to call them for a show, you can't get them. And on top of that, I just wanted to give everybody me. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe on the next project, but I want everybody to know D Phipps.
All right, so is there anything else that you, like, what's the main goal of D Phipps? Like, what's your end game or what's something you want to accomplish through your music?
You know, I definitely want to rock a big crowd, you know what I'm saying? But when it's all said and done, put other people in position, get back to the community, make sure my kids never, ever got to work a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, once I get to that point, just help people out, man. Own businesses and all that, everything.
All right, so how can the people stay in tune with everything that you have going on?
I got a website coming soon, but you can follow me on IG at _DPhipps, that's _DPHIPPS. Twitter, DPhipps Music, you know what I'm saying? So pretty much that, but that website coming soon.
All right, now plug your project one more time, just so they know it's there.
We got At War With Myself by one and only DPhipps on all platforms. Go check it out. It's gonna help you. It's gonna motivate you. Man, hey, go rock with it for real.
All right, now I got another song queued up. It's For the City.
Yeah.
You ready for this one?
Yeah. This is my song For the City, man. This song right here is giving people a different outlook on the city because people want to judge these shorties so bad, but never want to understand where they coming from or why they doing what they do.
Right.
So this right here is basically me, you know, giving it from a guy's point of view, and then a girl like in the street nigga. I can say that right. All right, so
you good.
So but you know, this is me giving a different outlook on the city and what going on.
Good afternoon. Chicago Police Superintendent David Brown says he is not afraid to stand up there and take the heat on a Monday morning, but he stresses we cannot police our way out of this problem. A total of 64 people were shot this past weekend, and for the fourth consecutive weekend,
Talk to the people, man.
the victims.